So hello and welcome back guys. So guys, in today's video I will teach you more about Mongoose. So guys, our main topic will be how to sort the collections and some cool way to use regex. Well, most probably to find users with a specific way instead of providing a literal name. Well, I will show you how it will work. And then I'm gonna show you some stuff about array, like pushing some stuff in array, removing the stuff, and some stuff about searching them. All right, so let's begin real quick. So first of all, I will tell you how to set up models. So well, I did told you in the last episode how to create schemas and how to create the models, but now I will tell you in a better way. So just create a folder, name it models, and then just wait a second, just just add this require function to get the model and the schema out of our mongoose library, and then just define a cool new schema and just export the model, the name, and this will be the our schema. All right, so right now I have two schema set up. First is config schema. Well, these are, I have some dummy data inside them. ID and data will be string, and then we have a user schema with name and age. All right, so sorry, I will start with sorting the users. So how can we how can we sort the users? Well, first of all, I'm gonna use this users model and we will use the find function. What this do is it just returns all of the collection, all of the data slash documents of this model, but we need to sort them. So we will use this sort function, and then wait, what? And then we will provide the property which we are gonna sort. Well, let me show you. We have this age property, we just added the object and then age. -1 refers to descending order, and we can pass 1 for ascending order too. And by the way, if you have something like data and then coins number, then you can just simply do data dot coins or whatever the thing is. Just let me remove that real quick. Bam. All right, so I adding the limit of 3 so that we only get the top 3 users with the most age, and then we are using the dot clean function. It is just for removing the extra attributes of a document have. So let me show you how it works real quick. I will do node space bam. Let's see what will it return. All right, it did return a real cool looking error, I will say. All right, cannot find module. Okay, let me copy the relative path, node space this. Okay, all right, there is a space between ep2, so we need to put all of that inside a string. My bad, but let's see what will happen now, and I hope it works. All right, so it did return us some data, and bam, guess what, it is in descending order, and we can just do it the same thing for ascending order. And by the way guys, now I will tell you how to search for users. Like, let me show you. Like, probably you might have to search for users whose name starts with something, or probably whose name includes something. So I will do it simply by this. So first of all, we will do the users.find function. You can, if you just want a single user, you can use find one function, but I need multiple users, so I will do this. Well, to be honest, if you know about regex or regular expressions, you can do this thing yourself. You just have to provide the property for which you want to search, and then these objects and the regex. Well, we just have to create some cool looking well, I will just do this and then I. So what we are going to do here is, first of all, this I refers to make it case insensitive, and these slash are to create a regex. We can do this to new regex and stuff, but that is a lot of stuff, so I will just do this and bam. So it will return us all the users whose name includes OO in them. So I will just show you instead of blabbing a lot of bullshit. Let's see what will happen now. So you can see it returned us a lot of stuff. All right, so first of all, this is the ascending order thing. I All right, 17, then 29, then 35, and then we have the regex thing. You can see it have OO inside. That's why it returned the unknown thing. Let me comment this, and now here let's do a cool thing. So probably you might want to get users whose name starts with something. For that, just add this and the thing to check, and bam, you just have to run the code and you will get all of those. Let's see if we will get all of those. Alright, so see, Shishu is Steve and Senpai. All of their name starts with S. Pretty simple, right? And then I will show you how to do the end thing. Like, let me just show you. Well, we will do n and then the dollar. This means return all the documents whose name property ends with n. So we will cls bam. Let's see if it works, and if it do not, then I guess I sucks at code. Alright, so it did return sorry, it did return us the data with the documents which ends with n. So this is it. That's how you search for different data easily. And by the way, you can always use .lean probably. Well, to be honest, you don't really need to do that. So now let's just comment the thing. Alright, now here comes array. So probably you might need to search for some data, but you wanna get well, let me just show you what it do. Control plus C CLS. So here what we are doing is we are just finding the documents whose data size is 0. So let's do bam, and probably we can do this thing too, $GT uh, 4 all should write. So you can see this, return the document whose data have 0 entries or 0 size. And if we do this, it should work. Most probably it should work. Let's see. Alright, it do not works. Well, you can just use this dollar size function to get any document which have an array of this length. For example, for 3, it will return us some document. Okay, it returned us some document with 3 index, sorry, with 3 size or length. All right, let me just comment this thing. And now probably you wanna find an array which have these elements inside them. For example, hello, world, and what. So for that we just have to do a simple thing. We will just get the data property. To be honest, let me show you what is this data property. By data property I just mean the key to an array type thing, type property. All right, so data and then colon and then these object symbol, and then we are going to use this dollar all thing to check for these values. So if I do node, and we will see the result here. All right, let me show you. So you can see it returned us all the documents which includes at least hello, world, and what. All right, and I guess this is it for finding the arrays. We can find arrays with some size or with some particular elements and stuff. And now you might ask how to push new data to arrays. Well, to be honest, you can just make a new array of all the new stuff and then just use dot find one and await function, sorry, find one and update function, the filter, and the new data. But I will tell you a better way, or I should say a different way for that, and it is pretty easy. Let me show you. So first of all, if you just want to update or add a single value to your thing, all right, you just need to do configs.find one and update. Well, you need to provide a filter. I'm going to provide this 6 filter, and then we are going to use in the await, sorry, in the update property or update parameter, we will just provide an object with the dollar push property, and it will inside this we need to pass the property which we want to update, and it is data for us, and we will add hello. Well, instead of hello, let's add your name for now. For sure it will work, and we added this dollar new true thing so that we will get the new updated data. Let's check it out real quick. Let's see what will happen. All right, so it did return us this stuff, and now it have AO, bro, and yellow was already in this data, but now it added your name too. All right, let's just comment this thing. And now you might ask, I want to add more than one option. So for that we will use the dollar each function. So we are just gonna use dollar push, and inside we will provide the key, and then we use dollar each function and returns an array, or I should say provides an array function. And now it will add all of these things inside our data property. Let me show you real quick. CLS bam. Let's see if it will work or if it do not. Let's check it out. So you can see it added all of that shit. But now you might say, that Shishui, I want to remove some stuff from an array. So for that, we will use the dollar $pull thing, and inside we will provide the key, of course, and we are using dollar $in thing here. Well, you might wonder what is that. Well, I mean, of course, if you are watching this tutorial, then most probably you do not know that. So what we do is, if we use dollar $in, then it just remove whatever you provide there, I guess. So if I provide this, it should remove all of that. Let's just check it out ourselves, because to be honest, I never used dollar $pull thing. All right, but you can see whatever you will provide in this dollar $in property, it will just remove that from the data. So that's how you can pull stuff, and I guess that is all about arrays in the MongoDB, and that's how you will search for different stuff, and that's how you will sort stuff. So I have a feeling you can do all of the MongoDB. I mean, of course not all, but I think you know more stuff. You know, well, now you can do more things than before. And by the way, guys, if you have, I will tell you some more basic stuff. Like if you want to know how to create database, like how to create a database entry. Well, I did told you about this in episode 1, but few people were confused. So let me tell you once more. If you just do users, well, the model dot create, then you just provide the data, then a new document is added, or I should say a new database entry. And by the way, guys, you can have multiple documents with literally same properties, but that will be not safe, not good for you. Well, for example, if we have a user with name Shishui and age 11, we can add multiple users with same stuff. But well, I guess this is stupid to tell you, because if you wanna know about this basic stuff, just watch the episode 1. And I'm sorry if I looks confused, because I pretty am. But anyways, bye. Thanks a lot for watching. I'ma go record JavaScript tutorial, and bye.